Hey, what's up, tubes? Hye Farm here. I just saw this news article here with some pretty shocking information that I wanted to share with you guys because I really haven't heard too many people touching on it. Probably because there's so much other drama going on with all this other election bullshit and whatnot. But this could this news here could affect you if you're living, like where I am in California or Texas or, anywhere around that area. But basically, it says that there's this massive surge of migrants illegally crossing into U.S. from the Mexico border right now before this election. They're basically saying that the mules and the drug smugglers are telling all of these native Mexican people living down there in Mexico that they have to come now, and really sugarcoating a story for them because of course they get paid to bring them over. And what's crazy is with this news article of all these people coming on over, it's almost like the border patrol or anyone enforcing the border. I mean, the way it sounds of these massive amounts of people coming through, as if almost the border patrol guys aren't even doing anything. Like they're just letting them come on over. They're sleeping in their car or not even showing up to work or whatnot. It's pretty crazy on how many are just walking right across over to here. So yeah, basically going back to the smuggler mules, they're telling them that they gotta come now. Now's the only chance in their life they'll get to come and make it work and have a successful voyage on over and whatnot. So I want to show you guys a couple clips on what it talks about and whatnot. But I also wanted to show you right here what it says. So despite the election, no matter who wins, it's still gonna go on because of the two reasons what the mules are telling the guys that are wanting to come over. So it basically says here, the smugglers are saying if Hillary gets elected, that there'll be some sort of amnesty program, and they have to get over here quick by a certain date for them to qualify for that program to all of a sudden become, citizens and Mexican Americans. So they're all just fleeing over here like crazy because of that, as like what it says here. And then they're also telling them if Trump gets elected, that all of a sudden there's going to be this magical wall that's going to pop up overnight. And then once the wall gets up, no one will ever get to come to the United States again. So it's they're on overtime, just going at it full force, bringing them over. And it said that the numbers of them coming are 50% above normal, and what it says here is the numbers aren't expected to drop after election day, because they'll keep coming up with excuses and whatnot on for them to cross, since the smugglers get a benefit of it. So pretty interesting little article. So I'll show you guys a couple clips to kind of summarize what it says and whatnot. And it talks about them just walking over across the border and going into a church, and then going to their next, their next stop on the trip to another place, to kind of like these little refugee camps or whatnot. So definitely pretty interesting, and I don't know, leave a comment and let me know what you guys think about it, what you guys feel about it, and whatnot, and see what kind of discussion we get out of it. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
To Election Day, it is a surge of migrants from Central America. Unaccompanied children at the U.S. border are up nearly 50%. Manuel Bajorquez found out why.
Every day, dozens of men, women, and children stream through the streets of McAllen, Texas, to this migrant center at Sacred Heart Catholic Church. They've just illegally crossed into the U.S. and have been released by Border Patrol with ankle monitors while they file for asylum. Brenda Aguilar fled Honduras.
Allá no hay oportunidad de trabajo.
A single mother looking for work.
Vine a buscar una oportunidad aquí para darle una mejor vida a mis hijos.
And also to flee the violence in Honduras.
Sí.
We're getting mass spikes of people crossing and turning themselves in.
Agent Chris Cabrera is with the local Border Patrol Union. He says on Sundays they've encountered up to 1,000 immigrants along this stretch of the border. What's driving them?
The smugglers are telling them if Hillary gets elected, that there'll be some type of amnesty, so they need to get here by a certain date. They're also being told that if Trump gets elected, there's going to be some magical wall that pops up overnight, and once that wall gets up, nobody will ever get in again.
Something Edward Cerritos of El Salvador fears. This is your last option, you feel? Si ganara Trump. Yes, he says, because if Trump wins, we won't be able to come in and ask for asylum. At the church, it's time for this group to head to the bus depot. The routes scribbled on envelopes show they're continuing the journey north. The numbers are not expected to simply drop after Election Day. Scott, experts say that as long as violence and poverty persist on the other side of the Rio Grande, smugglers will just find another reason to convince people it's time to cross.